Hello my lovelies, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I know I've had quite a few new subscribers recently, so hello, welcome. If you are new, I'm Corrigan and I make videos about art magic predominantly, about witchcraft, but mostly about art magic. And today's art magic video is my second manifestation box that I've shared on this channel. So this is now full, and inside are miniature art magic spells, all created on cards. So similar to creating your own oracle deck, but more for your intentions as tiny little miniature spells. This one, starting right at the top, is about believing and being adventurous. This is actually an old piece of artwork on a piece of board that I did. I did a series of miniature abstract artworks as sort of artist trading cards, and it was the perfect size for doing this. This one in this little gorgeous envelope from Megan. There's quite a number of her pieces in here. So many of her beautiful pieces are perfect for such spells. This is about having fun. This is actually a stamp from my friend Maija. This is from La Green Witch. I think this might be La Green Witch as well. Obviously these are her stamps. Definitely La Green Witch. This is Megan and the card is Megan. I will link their channels obviously, but you've probably seen them in a gazillion other videos of mine. This one's about bravery. And this card I think came from the base card was made by my friend Leigh. Pretty sure. And then I've got some bits of paper from Mixie as well. Hello my lovelies, if you're watching. This is a little sort of folio that I made. This is about choice. As you can see, it's from something that was Lord of the Rings related. I don't remember what though. This is about protection. Prosperity. And connection. So these cards are made from all sorts of things. They can be, as I've said before, I think in the previous manifestation box, you can make these little art spells from anything you have around the house. It might be a tag, it might be a playing card, it might be a bit of scrapbooking paper, a bit of cardboard, packaging, a business card, anything and everything. So this is about healing. This is just a card that came, I'm pretty sure it was from Megan in a pack of, you know, ephemera that I bought. Sometimes these sorts of things I might have them on my altar for a time, but then they need a home. And for me, this one wanted to be in my box. And I will often put into my manifestation box other witches art spells as well. Case in point is this one by Molly Roberts. What I seek is seeking me. So again, it doesn't have to, it can be anything. It can, your manifestation box can have anything you like in it. However you want to work your art spell or miniature spell or manifestation spell. So it might just be some words, some intentions that you write down. It might be something that has been sent to you that resonates. So this is a combination of my work and Molly Roberts' work. So I both am a patron of hers on her snail mail tier, so I receive items from her regularly. I also purchase things from her shop frequently, and I'm pretty sure that one came in a pack that I purchased last year. Lucky Witch. This one is about warmth. And this is about gratitude. Oh, this is this imagery from La Graham Witch that I just adore. Here's my little son, his little bath. I love him. Another Molly creation about creating magic. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is about body positivity, loving my curves. And these stickers actually came with some clothing or underwear that I bought. Yeah, I think it's underwear from Shaper Mint. Not an ad for them, by the way, but, you know. Oh, this little guy, this is from a clothing tag that I've upcycled. And it's about shining. Shine was actually my word of the year last year. No, year before. I'm getting confused. It's the beginning of a new year. So 2022, my word of the year was shine. And this is a teeny, tiny, the tiniest of art magic spells made on a tea bag tag. Just with a little bit of washi tape and a little sticker or cutout. And this is a tag from a product that I bought that was Studio Ghibli related. And Totoro is my favorite. And this is about grounding, being grounded. This one is about peace. It's on a playing card. This little pouch, believe it or not, this is actually the sachet container from a hash brown from a takeaway shop. And it's about thriving and living life in full bloom. I like these little miniature pockets, like a spell within a spell within a spell box. Another Molly one. This is made from a piece of packaging, tea packaging, enchantment, creativity, another Molly piece about resilience, which is always nice to have more resilience. And I've been quite inspired by the way she does these cut out and then laminated pieces with botanicals in them. And I've made a few myself. And if you happen to be purchasing one of my ephemera kits from my Etsy shop, you may well get something like that in them. This is another card, I think. The base card was made by Megan, and this is also one of Megan's printables. Excuse me. New dimensions. Go through the door to a new dimension. What will you find? It's just starting to run out of room in the lid there. Love this image. The beauty of nature is everywhere. So that's more of an affirmation and reminder to seek your beauty in nature. It's just outside. Just look out the window. Even in an urban environment, you can see weeds growing through the cracks in the pavement, or you might see someone's window box with geraniums in, or look outside and gaze up at the clouds or the moon. Beauty is everywhere. Cleanse. And that's another thing. They don't all have to be rectangular. They can be any shape you like. You can create cards that are round. You can create cards that are heart-shaped, hexagonal, whatever shape you want. Moon-shaped, star-shaped. Never stop looking up. This is, again, about appreciating what is just out there. You know, witchcraft, that is it's a nature-based practice. You hear that sort of term a lot, a nature-based practice. And I think for some modern witches, that can be really hard to define or understand, particularly perhaps when you first start out. And it can mean a lot of things. For me personally, it's about observing the seasons. Obviously, I do that in a sort of a ritual way. But you can also just appreciate that on a sort of a daily basis. You know, do look up at the sky, notice the stars, notice the moon, notice the clouds. Notice what's just outside your front door. Be observant of the temperature. What's the weather like? And I don't mean let's look up and see what Google says is the temperature for the day, but experience it. Go outside and say, is it hot? Is it dry? Is it raining? Is it cold? Is it windy? Is the sun beating down? Is it snowing? Doesn't do that here, sadly, but, you know, is it foggy? What's actually happening out there? I'm going on more tangents. You can expect that. You guys know me. Another little Molly ephemera piece of the helping hands. I really liked this idea. I think this is a really beautiful idea when you need a hand. Well, she's made some for me. You can make some for yourself. Call on your helping hands to aid spells, lend assistance, or send love through the ether. I like that. Thanks, Molly. Cleanse. Strength. And more little Totoro-like. I think they describe them in the translation as trolls. I'm not sure if they're trolls. Whatever they are. They're very protective and they're strong. And I love that. Magic. I like to imbue magic into my life as in any way I possibly can. And so I create a lot of cards that use the word magic. And you have to remember, these are not all created in one session. These are little spells that I do when I want and need to, and then they come and live in my manifestation box to continue to imbue my world with that spell. So you see repeats. They're different, but you see repeated words, repeated themes, repeated ideas. Cosmic Journey. This is another oracle card, I think, that was, maybe came from a pack from Megan. I'm not sure. It's gorgeous though. Courage. That's another Molly piece. And this is actually a card from a dear friend. And it means a lot to me. This was sent to me with a very particular purpose and feeling, and I can't say enough how much it means to me. And honey, you know who you are. Thank you. This is about friendship as well, and love, and the fact that my friends do mean the world to me. And this is on the back of a really cute little miniature artwork by Mixie Gregory, or Pen Gregory. She also sent me a bundle of gorgeous papers for me to utilize in my Spring-a-Ween grimoires and work. And this is a piece of one of her papers. And that also meant the world to me. So thank you, Mixie. This is Power and Protection. Abundance and Plenty. More mushrooms. Mushrooms. Magic. Big fat old cauldron. Be Fierce. This was an anti-stress spell, and this is actually on the back of a card I made using a tutorial from Molly Roberts. This one is about knowledge, knowing. Creativity. And for me, the Sacred Heart symbol has an awful lot to do with creativity and passion for art, magic, witchcraft, etc. This little one was also a clothing tag for positivity. Everything starts with a dream, so dream big. Queen, about sovereignty. I'm gradually working my way through this deck. I've mentioned it before, it was a Lenormand deck that I really hated working with, but I loved the backs of the cards and some of the imagery on the fronts of the cards. So I am using them in art spells. Another Molly piece. This was, I think, the tag from a kit or a purchase. It was one of her thank you cards. So I've just added to it. Another itty bitty teeny weeny one. Bewitch. There you go, bucket tea. Another knowledge card. I like these round ones. Enlighten. And again, I think this is a card from Mixie Gregory, and I've used it as a spell for enlightenment. It's very arty though, it's very art enlightenment. This one's made out of a packet from a tea bag. And inside, this tiny little tag. Oh, dropped it. So small. Alchemize. And this tiny little ticket for warmth. And again, I love having the little pockets with little tiny things inside. This whole project, which I think is a good sort of, gosh, I don't even remember when I did the last box, but I reckon it's at least 6 months. It's maybe 12 months. It's all about experimentation. It's about tiny things, small magic, and making art magic out of scraps, out of what might otherwise be considered waste material. This is another playing card for happiness, and those are some printables from Lucy, Les Patouilles de Lucy. Nurture. That was my word of the year for 2023. Discovery. The simple things. Tea, reading, plants, writing, ice cream. Another Molly piece. Golden Wishes. It's one of her poems. It's beautiful. And this one's on a spiderweb shaped tag from a piece of Halloween something or other that I bought at a shop. A reminder to play. This little pouch was also from Megan's kit, ephemera kit. Solvet Coagula. It is all about alchemy and transformation into the alembic. Self-love. Alive. Just for really feeling alive. Oh, this is a gorgeous piece that was definitely sent to me by Megan. I absolutely love it, and I was going to put it on the front of a book. But just for now, it's living in my box. It might not live in my box forever. It might come out one day and be used. Whether it's on a book or not, I don't know. Sleep Beneath the Stars. Another tiny weeny little ticket. Inspiration. And this is actually a doodle by J.R.R. Tolkien. I think I've spoken before. I think I've used similar doodles before of his. I think his doodles are just as beautiful and amazing as everything else he created. So that's why it's about inspiration, or partly why. This is another creation from Megan, as is this little embellished tag, which I've used for warmth. Bloom. This is actually, it's a tag that I used a lino print on, one of my lino prints. Shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Spice. Who doesn't want some spiciness in their lives? And breathe. Inhale. Another Molly piece, Intuition. It's cute, the wings move. And I think this is the last card. No, not quite. This is Well-Being. Moth Obsession still valid as well. The last one is another teeny tiny one about release. I love tea bag tags for making art magic. Teeny tiny art magic. You can pop them in your box, but you can also pop them in a pocket. Pop them in your purse or wallet. Pop them underneath your glass of water that you're drinking during the day. Infuse that water with some magic. So there we have it. I hope you have enjoyed this miniature art magic extravaganza, and I hope it inspires you to make some mini art spells of your own. I hope you enjoyed this video. let me know what you're doing art-wise, art magic-wise, witchcraft-wise. Tag me on Instagram in any of your creations. And yeah, get creating. Get creating, art witches. Make some magic. Make some mini magic. Love mini magic. See you in the next video, my lovelies.